The upset of the weekend belongs to the Mississippi State Bulldogs as Chris Lemonis' club upends the second-ranked LSU Tigers at a rockin' Duty Noble Stadium. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that bell icon as well, so you get notifications of when we go live and when we drop new video content, which is each and every single day. Also, guys, you got a podcast which drops daily on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, guys, stay up to date with the latest from us over at our website, SECUnfiltered.com. The following is brought to you by our friends over at RHOBACK. Guys, head over to RHOBACK.com. Use the promo code SECU at checkout to get 20% off your entire purchase. Guys, the weather's warming up. It's baseball season. It's tailgate season. It's spring game season. It's golf season. You want to make sure you're equipped with RHOBACK. Or even if you're just hanging out around the house, you're running errands, you're shooting content like yours truly, RHOBACK's the way to go, guys. They've got polos, quarter zips, pullovers, hoodies, you name it. They've also got gear for the ladies in your life. You can get this for friends, for family, certainly gear up for yourself. And we're giving you a promo code to help you save a couple bucks in the process. RHOBACK.com. That's RHOBACK.com. Promo code SECU to save 20% off your entire purchase. Dogs win again. How about them Dogs, man? Mississippi State doing what I think many of us thought was the unthinkable and taking down LSU 2 of 3 in Starkville. Wow. What a series. What a job done by Mississippi State. And guys, you look at the way the series went. Not only the fact that Mississippi State wins 2 of 3, but guys, the fashion, they win 10-4 on Friday. They lose that Saturday game 9-8, a game which they're down 8-0. They come all the way back. Could have won that ball game. And then they win in emphatic fashion on Sunday, 15-5 in 8 innings pitched. An unreal performance. And by the way, before I get going any further, shout out the Mississippi State baseball video crew, the creative directors there. We follow them on social media. They follow us. They actually used some of yours truly's audio to begin the hype video documenting the series victory over LSU, making me eat my words. But you know what? I was happy about it. Listen, dude, guys, I was happy to eat my words, right? I thought LSU was going to take 2 or 3. I said, don't be surprised if they drop a game, a rockin' Duty Noble. It's going to be tough. I wasn't quite sure Mississippi State was ready to do what they did. But, guys, I'll tell you this. I'm not a big sport is better when this team is good, right? Like, I'm not really a huge believer in that. But I tell you, man, college baseball is better when the dude's rocking, man. College baseball's better when the dude's rocking and when Mississippi State baseball is giving the faithful there in Starkville something to get rowdy about. Because I tell you, man, the venue itself, I've never been in person. It's on my bucket list, certainly hoping to make it happen this year. The venue itself, though, sets up so well for the best college baseball environment in the sport. And so when this fan base has got a glimmer of hope, when they've got a product, when they got a team to get behind and they've got success, man, I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. So to see the dude rocking, man, it's like, man, everything is right in the college baseball world. And an incredible performance by the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Again, guys, being on the home field made a difference. There's no question. Hunter Hines was fantastic as well, guys. He hit 2 home runs in that first game, hit a couple more throughout the weekend. He was really good. The pitching really impressed me for Mississippi State. Did just enough, obviously, but the offense, guys, is what carried this group, guys. Connor Hujack, Amani Larry, Dakota Jordan, obviously. I already mentioned Hunter Hines. He was fantastic. So many different guys making an impact, right? You had your both-handed pitcher in game 3. But, I mean, all of a sudden, guys, and I got to eat crow because a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, I said that, hey, the Chris Lemonis era should be over in Starkville, right? I think we know. I think we've seen enough. I think Chris Lemonis, I think Mississippi State would be better off cutting their ties, cutting their losses, just get it over with. All of a sudden, dude, Mississippi State baseball, as bad as they looked early on, losing those 2 midweeks to Austin, PA, they take 2 or 3 from LSU. I mean, make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. I mean, really, truly. It's hard for me to understand, but, I tell you, give credit to that entire squad, man. Again, the hitting stepping up. Durangelo on Sunday, again, the both-handed pitcher. He's 94, 97 from the right side. He's 92, 94 from the left side. I mean, it's absolutely crazy what that guy does on the bump. Now, from the LSU side, guys, I haven't gotten into LSU yet, but let's talk about these LSU Tigers. Is it a reason for panic? Maybe panic's too strong, but I'd be worried. I would be worried if I were an LSU fan. And I understand maybe this is a weekend you chalk up, hey, it's the dude. And by the way, crazy stat here. I was going to say, it's just the dude, weird stuff happens. But this is the first time that Mississippi State has beaten LSU in a series at home since 2003. So LSU had their way in Starkville for whatever reason, just had their way. State finally gets it done after like 20 years of not being able to. But LSU this weekend, guys, on the mound, as bad as you'll see. 8.78 ERA for their starters, 12.71 ERA for their bullpen, which gives you a grand total of a team ERA of 10.58. I don't care who you're playing, guys. You could be playing Missouri. And I hate to hit Missouri with a stray bullet, but I mean, you could be playing the worst team in the SEC. If you pitch like that, you ain't winning a weekend. I don't give a damn who you're playing. It could be a non-conference weekend. You ain't winning a weekend pitching like that. There's just no chance. No offense can overcome that. Even as good as Michael Braswell and Tommy White and Hayden Travinsky and all those guys are, nobody can overcome it. For LSU, man, I mean, I think you got real questions in your starting rotation. Luke Holman, you thought he's the stud, he's the ace, and I think Luke Holman more than likely will be fine. But he gets roughed up, gives up 10 hits in 4 2/3. Then you got a game 2. Gage Jump got absolutely tattooed. And then game 3, guys, Thatcher Hurd. I know he started slow last year too, but I mean, 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 earned runs. 7 earned runs. LSU's just got to get more to the pitching staff, and all of a sudden you lose 2 or 3 on opening weekend, and now guess what? You turn around, guys, and guess who's coming to town? The Florida Gators. A rematch of the College World Series final from last summer. So it gets no easier for LSU. You got to figure things out from the pitching side. I'm not worried about the hitting. I'm really not. The hitting's there. There's enough in the lineup to get the job done, no doubt. But the pitching side, will we see more shuffling in the starting rotation? Will we see more changes? Will we see different guys out of the bullpens and young guys get opportunities? Because, guys, it feels like it's a long time, right? Like 10 SEC series. Oh, my God, we got 30 SEC games. It's really not. Like, you don't have 162 games. You don't have a bunch of time to, like, figure things out and let guys go through slumps and get in rhythms. You got to win, and you got to win now. And so I really am curious to see what LSU does on the pitching side of things and how they shuffle things up. But Mississippi freaking State, man. An unreal upset. The dude was rocking. Happy to see it. And again, shout out to those State folks who used my audio on the hype video that they released. I'm happy to eat crow today when talking about Mississippi State. A huge series victory. And guys, my biggest takeaway from the weekend, LSU has real pitching woes, sure, but Mississippi State, are they going to win the SEC West? I don't think so. I think Arkansas is for real. I think it's going to be extremely difficult. I'm confident in saying, though, this is not a fluke from the standpoint that State's not going to win another SEC series all year. I want to believe that Mississippi State baseball is back. And I think Mississippi State baseball is back. I really do. The Dogs are back. Mississippi State's back. The dude is back. I think we're going to continue to see this all throughout the season. What an opening weekend as Mississippi State pulls the upset of all upsets in the college baseball world. Guys, that's going to do it all for me. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that bell icon as well so you get notifications of when we go live and when we drop new video content, which is each and every single day. Also, guys, you get the podcast, which drops daily on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media, X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And, of course, guys, stay up to date with the latest from us over on our website, SECUnfiltered.com. Until next time, guys, I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in, and we'll catch you on the other side.